What is up, my fellow Bob Barker abusers, and welcome back to Is It Kino? I am Happy Jimmy, joined as always by Depressed E-Rich.
Go back to your home. Are you too good for your home?
And we've got Melancholy Weekend.
Hi guys, just remember, Shooter always wins.
Who always wins?
Shooter McGavin, baby.
So true. And a shooter in his own right, Eggy Eggman Rodriguez.
You can call me Gambling Grandma. It's time to hit the jackpot, brother.
Now, before we dive into Happy Gilmore and the PCP poll and all that jazz, I did receive late last night a voicemail that was requested to be played on the podcast. Eggy, do you think I should still play that?
You can go right ahead if you'd like to.
Okay, let's see what was going on. Let me know if you guys can hear this.
Now, listen here, Barney. I was just donated $70 United States to drink 5 units of alcohol at 1:27 a.m. in the morning. So, listen, I love Happy Gilmore. If I'm unconscious when the time is there, first off, play this into the microphone so they know what's happening. And I got a lot of money. And listen, if they want my podcast, they got to give me more money than that. But furthermore, you know what you got to do is when it's time to go watch the new Robert Zemeckis motion picture, come knock on my door. Really, well, you got a key to my house, so come in. I might not be wearing any pants, but I'm going to try to remember to wear some pants so you don't have to see me in a freakish situation. Either way, it is what it is. I'm about to sip 5 doses right now. Bada bing, bada boom. What did he say? Where am I?
Wasn't that the I Love Lucy music?
No, it was on YouTube as Flintstones theme song. So
that can't
because I didn't.
E-Rich, that's not the Flintstones theme song, right?
Not any Flintstones theme song that I've ever heard.
That sounded like I Love Lucy to me, but Eggy, what was going on there?
Well, it's funny because it was the exact same guy who donated like $300 2 weeks ago, I think it was. So he must have got paid again last night. I was within I believe I was within 10 minutes of ending the stream, and he said, check your PayPal. And he donated $70 at that time, and then he donated like another $100 in like the next couple hours. But he donated some money from a drink. And I will say this much, because I did gamble $25 on stream. You know what? We were getting it in like that, so I said, let's go.
Got to get into the spirit of Happy Gilmore's grandma in the happy zone.
That's right.
And did you win your gambling last night?
I won as far as what they saw on stream, but I'm going to keep it real.
Uh-oh.
Listen, I didn't hit the bonus I wanted to hit, and it wasn't like I won a little tiny bit. I won $110 this week gambling. This was I won like $10. I was up like $10 last night. I said, frick it, you know what? I made like $300 last night. I want to take it either all the way or none of the way, and well, it was none of the way. It is what it is.
No. Tragedy.
Down $10.
So Eggy, he had 5 alcoholic units at one moment last night, and now you have a severe hangover, and we have to wake up early in the morning to talk about this Adam Sandler movie. Is that what's happening in your life right now?
It is. I think this is. I'm more hungover than usual, but even though I was live until 6 a.m., you know what? I had a smile on my face all the while, and I was drunk. I didn't even drink early up until that point because I was like, we drank a lot Thursday night, and it was a little too much Thursday night. So I was like, well, I'm not going to drink too much last night. And then the guy donated a lot of money, so I'm like, okay, well, for that, yeah, I'll do it.
It's a good thing we're not doing No Vice November, because we'd be fucked. Right. What about you, Weekend Warrior? It's been a hot minute. Do we have any Chinese updates in the world of wherever the fuck you live?
Well, in wherever the fuck I live, in the wonderful police state of Thailand. So, they have shut down some pogos, which are Philippine offshore gambling sites, basically. So China does this thing where they're really funny. They don't like gambling in the country. So what people do is they set up gambling sites elsewhere in the world. In where I'm from, they call it an offshore gaming site, a pogo. And despite the president saying that they should shut that down, there are still some pogo sites operating. So they shut that down recently this week. So that was fun. So,
E-Rich, how do I make this into a pun about pogo sticks?
That's my fuck China moment.
Pokemon Go to the Pogo.
You're making it way worse.
Togo Pogo.
Go
Tugo.
fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Listen, if you ain't got Pogo, you might be working for Tojo. It is what it is. Shout out to World War II.
So basically, this is the PCP, the Patron's Choice Poll. If you're a member of the channel, you can vote for what we watch once a month, and we all put the movies on the poll. And I might have fucked up last time. You know, E-Rich put on like Dracula Dead and Loving It. We all put on other things that got less than 10% of the vote each. But we had a discussion last PCP about how Happy Gilmore 2 is in production and that they're making it some sort of anti-woke comedy. And I had never seen Happy Gilmore 1, so I said, hey, let's put that on the poll just for fun. And then we kind of said, no, actually, let's not do that. But then when I made the poll, oops, put it on there anyway, got 50% of the vote, so that's why we're here. We all got robbed. Nobody won the poll other than Adam Sandler. So it is what it is, YouTube. We're here today for that. But I had never seen this movie before, and E-Rich, I think you're in the same boat. Is that right?
Yeah, never seen. I've definitely seen parts of it before. I know about Happy Gilmore, but I've never actually watched the full movie.
Yeah, I've seen the Bob Barker scene maybe 20 times because I think they like played it at the Oscars or something. Maybe they played it on The Price is Right when Bob was retiring. So I've seen that a bunch of times. But yeah, the rest of the movie was new to me. Aggie, was this a timeless childhood classic for you?
It is because one of my cousins, so I have about 30 cousins. I have a very large family, and I have one cousin he's about exactly 10 years older than me. And specifically and especially when this film was released, this came out in 1996. I probably saw it in like 98, so I was 7 years old. So he was like 18, so a little bit younger than what Adam Sandler is in this film. But I basically have a cousin who, especially this time in his life, he's grown to be more of a good old boy now. You know, he's 40. But in his 40s, I should say. But he was very Adam Sandler-esque, and he really harnessed this energy. And so it was funny, and not just him, specifically him, but in my family, you know, and especially coming from Minnesota, I come from a hockey family. So the fact that he's got that, you know, there's a bit of a hockey energy in this film, a bit of a, chaotic energy. This was a classic that saw a lot of play in my household growing up, for sure. This and Tommy Boy, which I was going to ask. I don't know if you've seen Tommy Boy. When you say you've never seen Happy Gilmore before,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You haven't seen Tommy Boy either.
Aggie, I have not seen Tommy Boy.
What the fuck? That's going in the
That's
poll.
what the dead fat guy, right?
The fat guy? Oh my Lord, listen.
What's his name?
Well, see,
I haven't seen any of his movies. He's in Planes, Trains, Automobiles, right? That guy?
No, that's John Candy.
Oh.
Which I want to say.
I haven't seen that one either.
John Candy also got a lot of play in this in my household growing up, but Chris Farley.
Oh, yeah.
A Wisconsinian legend. Okay, I mean, like, we actually have statues for Chris Farley around here in Wisconsin. He's one of our greatest heroes.
So if I called him the dead fat guy in Wisconsin, would I get my ass beat? Maybe.
I don't want to make Wisconsin people sound violent, but they will crash out about Chris Farley, and that's just what it is.
I mean, this movie's about a violent hockey player, so if they're all hockey nuts up there, I'm guessing they're all exactly like Happy Gilmore.
More than you might think, actually. Yeah. It's funny that Adam Sandler, he plays this role very, very well. I'll just say that much.
Yeah.
And just to round it up, Weekend, what is your history with this movie?
Oh, this was like this. I remember playing this like on VHS way back. It was just a fun 90s movie. So it's just... So
we can compare the nostalgia goggles, viewers, and the fresh virgin eyes of E-Rich and I. See if this movie truly holds up as an Adam Sandler classic.
There's also funny because I rewatched this, and the girl from Modern Family, one of the love interest.
Oh, the dead fat guy?
Modern Family. No, not the dead fat guy. The love interest chick in Happy Gilmore is in Modern Family, so...
And I should point out that Aggie and I also spent Halloween watching Adam Sandler's Hubie Halloween, so maybe this is kind of a double feature review for us.
Wow.
Have you guys seen that one?
Nope,
no, I've
not seen Hubie Halloween.
It's bad.
I just read that... Oh, man.
Oh, that's a shame.
Like, Adam Sandler is so bipolar. Like, he makes shit movies like that for Netflix, but this year he also made another Netflix drama film, The Spaceman, I think. So
Well,
it's like,
that was kind of bad. That wasn't good.
oh, The Spaceman wasn't good. Damn.
I got bored 20 minutes in. Maybe it gets better. It's not fair of me to say that when I gave up watching it.
How about the Meyerowitz stories? Have you watched that?
I haven't even heard of that. Is he in that?
Yeah, he's like they have a very abusive father, like emotionally abusive father, and the trauma of growing up in that environment. That's basically the film.
And
Ben
Adam Sandler's the abusive father?
No, Adam Sandler's the abused son.
Oh.
He's not the favorite.
Oh, God,
Ben
what the
Stiller's
fuck?
the favorite.
Does he do a
Yeah.
voice?
He's doing a retard voice.
I've been so abused.
No, Dad, you're not gonna beat me again. You're not gonna beat me again, son. You freak! I hate you.
Eggy,
Get away from me.
can you do his Hubie
No, he's
Halloween
gotta-
voice? Because that's almost his worst one so far.
Adam Sandler plays a very convincing mental invalid. Let me see
Yeah.
here. It has been about 2 days, and I have maybe about 2 brain cells working
He
right
did have
now.
3 liters of booze last night.
I think I drank about 1 inch below the label on this 1.75 liter bottle when it was, I think, up to higher. It was pretty high.
So at least a
Anyway.
liter.
I probably put down a liter. Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
that's pretty good.
But it was over 8 hours, and I was toasted.
If you got to take a pee break, just do it under the desk.
Well, if I had to take a pee break, then that's why what I'm wearing pants for, because then I could just pee on myself and the fabric will soak it up.
Yeah, I
And
already
in my
forgot how
recollection, it was like deeper and like he didn't even talk that much. It was like a very muted Adam Sandler role.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, folks. Listen, I've got that real Hubie, and also, speaking of which, on Halloween I mixed orange hard Monster with orange cream C4 energy drink, and I called it the Halloween Hubie because I said, you drink this, you're gonna turn hard R word. Then I'm, shout out to YouTube censors or whatever, but you know what I'm saying.
Shout out to
You're gonna
Florian,
start-
who changed the title of his video when he put the word retard in the title and the comments got mad at him.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I
he
called 10
changed it.
people on the phone last night. None of them were Florian because I'm a decent human being. Figure it out, Chuddies. Either way, Adam Sandler sounds like such much of a R-tard. Does that work? Anyway, that it's hard for me even now to be intelligent enough to mimic his Down syndrome voice. So
Honestly,
but
the
he-
term "artard" seems more pejorative than retard to me.
And then just calling them the R word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I said? Well, I guess I could use the Reddit version, regarded. That's how they got away with it on Reddit, on the King Cobra Reddit before he slayed those trolls. Yeah, so Adam Sandler is a certified regard.
He's highly regarded in Hubie Halloween.
That's right.
I mean, the whole city
Super
regards him
regarded.
very highly. They're throwing watermelon and like chainsaws at him when he's riding his bike constantly. But I only brought that up because the love interest in Happy Gilmore comes back and is the love interest again in Hubie Halloween, like 25 years later.
Wow,
And I was-
good lord.
As I was watching Happy
much
Gilmore,
money was
I was
she
like,
paid?
damn, is this like the least attractive love interest Adam Sandler ever has? Nothing against this woman, but he usually goes for the supermodel wife in his future films. And the fact that he brought back his least attractive one, and I thought she was hotter 25 years later in Hubie Halloween, hey,
Shit.
good for her. It's pretty good for Adam Sandler to bring her back. I don't even know who the fuck this lady is.
It's her. Julie Bowen.
Yeah, I don't know much about her. But if I was going to explain why we've wasted 15 minutes so far, it's because I think Happy Gilmore is a difficult movie to review. Because typically when we do a PCP Adam Sandler episode, the plot is outrageous, it's ambitious, it's insane. And this is like a very, in my mind, simple mid-90s comedy movie. A little bit about class struggle in here, about, we're going to take a man of the people, a hockey player. We're going to go invade the rich people's golf. And all the rednecks are going to become fans of golf now because of Adam Sandler. And it's a real class clash here. But his other movies are about like child rape, incest, Yeah, like that's more to chew on as a podcaster.
Oh.
So I don't really know how much we can talk about here, but I'll invite all of you.
Shack time
think
out here.
this-
Wait, the shack time out. You just said child rape while Eggy was trying not to say the R word. I'm just saying.
Just because he wants to self-censor doesn't mean I have to.
Okay, fair enough. So, go ahead, Erich. Sorry about that.
This movie like appeals to the person who thinks that swearing is the most funny thing a person could possibly do, because that's basically Happy Gilmore's whole thing, is that he gets really angry on the golf course.
Well, he's a hockey player, and they love to fight each other, but you can't bring that energy to the golf course, or can you?
In his case, he can.
Yeah,
he can channel his energy, and he can. Like, I just love his his position is like he's hitting a hockey puck when he's going to hit a golf ball. Like, the whole thing is pretty funny, but like no more funny than just like chuckles for the most part.
Yeah.
There aren't many like laugh out loud moments in this movie. It's more just kind of like, oh, that's pretty good. Like, respectable chuckles.
And it's the same three character traits on display over and over again for 90 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, it's the sixth time he's going to get mad and fight somebody.
I did notice there's a lot of like side characters that like warrant more of a laugh. Like the guy who's like
the homeless guy,
super tall, the homeless guy. Yeah, right.
The Mexican who keeps shaking his head for some reason, who keeps popping up.
the midget riding the toy horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. The grandma is great, of course. Ben Stiller.
Can I just say there's just...
Oh man, Ben Stiller like threatening the grandma.
He's enslaving the elderly people. That's the best part of the movie for me.
It's so funny. It's so good.
Go ahead, Weekend.
That subplot is like he was running a sweatshop, right? And then nothing happened.
He was making them make quilts and like, yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Like if the grandma gets out and just abandons the rest of them, I think like Ben Stiller doesn't get his comeuppance.
I was waiting for Happy Gilmore.
Screams to a halt.
Yeah, I wanted Happy Gilmore to break him in half. Like, if any fucker in the movie deserved it, it was that guy.
And I loved him. And he also appears in Hubie Halloween, also doing like almost the same exact character in my mind. So a lot of connections between those two movies for some reason.
Oh, Ben Stiller showed up for a paycheck.
Yeah, just like a little cameo with some sort of fake beard on, or maybe it was real. I don't know.
Can I extrapolate something from the film that I enjoyed, which is kind of relevant a little bit?
Oh, please do.
When Happy Gilmore was like shit talking, well, when he was like in the first tournament he entered, and people were like shit talking him out loud, like, and what is this noob doing on the court in the green? And then when he finally made the shot, the guy went, oh, finally. And then Happy Gilmore beats the fuck out of him. It's like something. It reminds me kind of what the fuck is that guy's name? Johnny Somali. Which, okay, let me explain. Okay, because it's like people are so in polite society, people get away with like passive aggressive bullshit when you should just really be courteous and polite and whatnot. And if there aren't any repercussions, people will just shit talk you, and they'll be the ones offended if you try to do some stupid shit with them, like you push back. What do you say, bitch? And you push them back and you beat them up. And I just kind of find it nice that you should face some consequence for your actions. I'm just saying. So
yeah, and he really doesn't face any repercussions.
Yeah, that's
until
the funny
Bob
thing.
Barker shows up.
Yeah, he beats up the guy. He throws the golf club to the cameraman. The cameraman falls, and presumably he gets injured. Chubbs dies, and he doesn't even get anything happen to him. It's kind of like manslaughter or homicide. Like, also, the inciting incident doesn't make sense to me as a doctor, because like the IRS is getting the home of grandma because she hasn't paid taxes. But if you aren't earning any money, you shouldn't be paying any taxes, right?
And here's what blew my mind. They say grandma's husband built the house. Like, I mean, I don't know how any of this stuff works, but I feel like if you build a home and then like 80 years later, like surely you own your home and nobody can take it from you, right?
Pay property taxes and stuff.
Like they could take something you literally built with your own hands and say, no, actually we own this.
Because because like the property has value within the.
How back
state,
on her
and
taxes could this grandma be that they're taking the whole thing?
Well, if she
I don't know.
hasn't
Depends
paid-
how crazy they are about not paying.
But evidently,
taxes.
they just needed enough to buy the house outright, which was strange. They need $300,000.
I don't really think that Adam Sandler is like up on
I mean,
any of these concepts at the time.
this is a point in this movie to look for plot holes in, because like the whole thing of grandmas being enslaved, and Adam Sandler says you can live with me, but she says I don't want to be a burden on you. So she just chooses to be a slave at the retirement home instead. Like that's pretty stupid, but it just makes it funny.
Yeah.
Okay, do you see the beginnings of Adam Sandler here? Like the product placement is so fucking blatant.
Yeah,
the
that is
Pepsi.
true.
And when he was gonna shoot the winning shot, there's like a few good seconds of the brand of the golf club just on the fucking screen.
Well, he literally becomes a Subway spokesperson in the movie. Like that's
Yeah.
part of the plot. So it's like
Subway saves the house. Yeah.
yeah, they're having their cake or having their Subway sub and eating it too.
How many years away do you think they were from having a Jared cameo in this movie?
Oof.
Only a couple, right?
Jared
Only like 3 or 4
cameoed
years?
in Jack and Jill, did he not?
Oh, did he? I didn't.
I'm like
I didn't know.
100% positive
Yeah.
Jared's in. Like, there's like 3 rapists in that movie, I think. Although I don't think Jared raped
God.
anybody, but he raped our
I don't
innocence
think he-
with his actions, I guess.
Hmm.
Does anybody want to defend Jared? Is Eggy back from the bathroom? No, he's not.
Is Eggy gonna defend?
I was gonna say, Eggy, go ahead. Tell us why you think that Jared is innocent.
I told Eggy to pee under the desk, and it seems like he ignored my advice. So the leader's got to come out somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about the Bob Barker thing because I feel like for a fresh audience, this had to have been the funniest thing of all time, and might be why
I
this
did
is.
not know it was coming.
You
so
didn't.
I thought it was very
Oh
funny. No, I
God,
did
you're
not.
so
Yeah.
lucky. I wish I could have
I thought it was
experienced
great.
this because the thing in the movie is like 6 times in a row he just beats the shit out of somebody. So you assume here, okay, the joke is he's gonna beat up old man celebrity Bob Barker, who is beloved by all.
Right.
But he flips it on his head and said Bob fights back and beats the shit out of him. It's
Beats
so
the shit out of
awesome.
him.
It's 3 minutes
was
of just
so great.
Bob Barker punching Adam Sandler.
And
Yeah,
like
and it's
Adam Sandler
consequences.
gets a couple good hits in, but like otherwise,
It's a
Bob
better
Barker,
brawl
like,
than
really
most
wipes
Marvel
the floor
movies
with
have given us.
him.
Like legitimately.
Agreed.
So I mean, I'm so envious of you, E. Rich.
This is wrong.
How did you make it this far without knowing Bob Barker and Adam Sandler fight, E. Rich? What happened?
Well, see, like I barely know Bob Barker. I
What?
kind of know him vaguely as like he's the old host of.
You never watched The Price is Right, E. Rich.
Not really.
Oh
no.
my God. Different childhoods,
Bob
E.
Barker-
Rich.
Does Bob Barker have another cameo in another Adam Sandler movie? Because he feels like that type of guy that when Adam Sandler calls him, he's just gonna appear. It feels like that.
I believe they stayed close friends for like the rest of Bob's life. And I think he did pass
Oh.
away like last year, but Adam Sandler showed up on The Price is Right a few times, I do believe. Funnily enough, every episode of The Price is Right for the last like 10 years has been like it ends with directed by Adam Sandler, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Different Adam Sandler, I have to assume, but it's a funny coincidence.
Yeah, I think we did look that up at one point, and it just happens to be a man named Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. I was gone for a few minutes. You know, I had a rough night last night. Did we talk about Adam Sandler's caddy in the movie yet while I was AFK for a minute?
Well,
No.
very briefly, I did mention I love the homeless guy, but Eggy, please take it away.
Well, I just want everybody to know. Currently, right now, it is 11:27 a.m. as we're recording this film. The Wikipedia page for the caddy, the homeless caddy, who is Alan Covert, and is somebody who is actually a very good friend of Adam Sandler. His Wikipedia is currently defaced.
Oh no.
His Wikipedia
Oh,
page
no.
is vandalized as mega freak.
Who would do
Oh,
that?
wow.
He didn't put that in himself. But this is actually somebody who is very close to Adam Sandler. He's they both grew up in the synagogue together. That's what his Wikipedia page says. I don't know if that's part of the vandalism. I'm guessing it's probably not real. but he's been either a writer or producer on almost every project, both film and musical, that Adam Sandler has ever released since 1989. They're very good friends. And he now works for the Happy Madison Company, which, you know, you can say what you like. Adam Sandler has a very long history, a catalog, unlike many. But this film was so impactful in his career that he borrowed that Happy name for his production company, Happy Madison, and the other half of it is from another film of his, Billy Madison, which is also a great film. And if you haven't seen that, I'd recommend that as well. I feel like Billy Madison might have a little more to chew on for story-wise. The plot's still pretty linear, but there's a little more to it, I think, maybe than Happy Madison. But all right.
Was this Adam Sandler's original movie?
Happy Gilmore?
Yeah. Because I know he did SNL or whatever, but was this like his first movie that he wrote and starred in?
His film debut, which also with Mr. Homeless, Caddyman was also in this with him, Going Overboard in 1989.
And he wrote that as well?
It was his debut where he plays the character Shecky Moskowitz, a comedian on a cruise ship.
Okay. I was going to say, like, if this was his debut, this is an amazingly good debut, despite how, you know, a little bit bland I thought it was overall, but I guess he was half a decade into making movies.
Yes, here's the reception page, a portion rather, of on Going Overboard's Wikipedia pages. On Rotten Tomatoes, this film has 4 reviews, all of which are negative.
Oh,
Oh shit!
But
Want to watch that one next?
put it on the poll.
Going Overboard with Burt Young and Billy Zane, Billy Bob Thornton, a lot of Billy's in this one, and Adam Sandler.
Is he playing Lorne Malvo?
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah, I only want to watch Billy Bob if he's playing Lorne Malvo.
It says he plays construction worker Dave. So.
Probably not. The human
One of his finest film roles.
incarnation of Satan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who has other thoughts on Happy Gilmore?
I did like the contrast between Happy Gilmore, who is outwardly psychotic but has a warm center, and Shooter McGavin, who is an asshole but has good publicity. But as the movie progresses and Happy Gilmore learns how to play golf, it's Shooter McGavin who devolves further into some psycho who at the end runs away with the jacket and it's like, "Mom, give it to me, yeah!" And he gets he gets the shit beaten out of him. That's funny. And
yeah, he's hiring people to nag Adam Sandler and start yelling shit when he's swinging, and then he hires the guy to run him over with the car.
Yeah, and
he paid
the
him
guy
to do
gets
that?
away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just runs away.
Yeah, like,
Who is this actor who plays Shooter McGavin? He's like one of the best, like, smarmy villain guys.
and evidently he's coming back for the sequel.
Nice.
I think Aggie
I hope
told
the
me he got
sequel's
canceled for something, but did we find out what that was?
Christopher
Christopher
McDonald,
McDonald. That's his name. Jesus.
Yeah, there was a addendum to when I first heard about it that like, oh, it's good Adam Sandler's bringing him back after he got canceled for what he said or whatever he did, but I think that was just trolling. I don't think we were able to find anything substantive.
Well, because if they're saying Happy Gilmore 2 is going to be the anti-woke comedy to save humor, and like as a sequel to Happy Gilmore 1, which I did not find to be edgy really whatsoever, I'm dying to know what this looks like. How do you make Happy Gilmore 2 an anti-woke comedy? Is he just going to do
hire
blackface?
McGaw writer. you hired a McGaw writer to do it.
I'm gonna tell you like this: if you want an anti-woke golf film, there's a man. He's perfect for the job. I believe his name is John Daly. He's like the Giga Trump golfer. His skin looks tomato colored. He's the guy who drinks like 30 Diet Cokes a day.
From the Daily Show, John Daly.
Yeah, that might be him. He hangs out with Kid Rock, and they talk about all the wokey snowflakes getting triggered.
Should we all sing the opening to "My Name Is Kid Rock" and all give our impression? My name is Kid.
Oh, the bang, the bang, bigger, bone, the bone, the bang, the bang. What?
Okay, E. Rich, let's hear it.
I don't really know.
Now, my name is Kid Rock.
I don't know.
What about you, Week? And what's your? My name is Kid Rock.
I know that bow with the bow to bang to bang.
I think it's the same
I know
song.
that part. I know that part. I didn't know that Kid Rock goes over and says, my name is Kid Rock.
I am an American badass. I don't know the rest of that one. It's a video of some kid in high school walking down the. He's walking in the hallway and he flips off the camera.
Magic wand. Anyway,
I did like the Shooter McGavin line where he says, "I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast," and then Adam Sandler goes,
Like, you eat shit
pieces of shit
Yeah.
for breakfast. No. It's like that was a funny line. That's still a classic for me.
So to make
I did like the golf sound effect, like the.
Yeah, every time he hits
Because,
it, they make it sound like it was like shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, like a
Yeah,
vacuum.
and the camera like follows it like.
Yeah.
Yeah, did Challengers rip off this movie when we get golf ball cam?
Yeah,
And
very very likely.
Should they get Luca Guadagnino to help with number 2 and we can get like some crazy shit like in the tennis movie?
Sure.
Do they have a camera so small that you can like strap it to a golf ball, but it'll still be an 8K?
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be
It'd
surprised.
be a
Adam
very
Sandler, get on it.
small camera.
I want to
Yeah.
see it. Like when he hits the ball, it creates like a sonic boom. They're having like a rotating, like a twister cam, like the sonic impact of his strike of the golf ball just like reverberates, and it's like the trees are like breaking over and stuff. Like, yeah, I've been gone for 30 years. I don't know if I could still hit this ball, you know. And then he like holds up a picture of Bob Barker, like, hey, remember this guy? Oh, fucking. I don't care if he's dead, he pissed me off. Ah! And he hits the ball so hard that it just goes crazy.
Yeah, that's why it's anti-woke, is because they use like AI to bring back Bob Barker's image just to beat the shit out of him. Like using that Disney technology. Okay, I just figured out as you were talking about like hitting the ball so hard that it destroys the trees, it made me think of You Don't Mess with the Zohan, because that's something he could do. And I think Happy Gilmore 2 should be every Adam Sandler character competing against each other in a golf tournament.
Oh man!
So it's like you get the click guy is using the click remote to cheat in the game, but you know Zohan is like he's Superman, so he's hitting the ball and it goes around the world like 3 times and lands in the hole. Yeah.
Sandy Wexler is there. He's trying to produce a golf movie or something.
What's his character in? God damn it, not Good Time. What's the other one?
Oh, Uncut Gems.
Yeah, Uncut Gems. What's his name?
Howie.
Yeah, Howie. Howie's there.
Let's bet on this. Let's fucking.
Yeah,
bet
he's
on
betting on everybody instead of playing. Yeah.
yeah.
Jill comes back. The women's league has been disintegrated, so she has to play with Adam Sandler and the rest of the Sandlers. You know what? That would be the most kino way they could possibly do this. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen, but I wish it did.
Both Jack and Jill show up. Like, it would be the greatest movie ever made. And Adam Sandler sitting on $1 billion idea. Fucking, no, I was about to say Norbit, but of course that's Eddie Murphy. I really wanted to get Norbit in there somehow.
No, Norbit should be there.
Norbit and Paul Blart are there as the judges.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah.
No,
Adam
they're the
Sandler
announcers.
cinematic universe. Holy shit.
Yeah. Okay, so that's our pitch for Happy Gilmore 2. I'd love to see if anybody has a better one, because honestly, I think I nailed it.
No, I think you got it first try.
Go ahead,
You
Weekend.
know what I just realized?
Never mind.
Because we're talking about Adam Sandler. I've been paging through some of his stuff here. Hubie Halloween was a film that it has a tribute to Cameron Boyce, who passed away in 2019. Which now, with all due respect, you know, may he rest in peace. If ever something were to happen to me, and what the result is that my life gets a dedication from a movie where Adam Sandler plays a mentally invalid guy who gets like thrown tomatoes at while he rides a bike through town and mumbles in a Down syndrome voice. You know, I'm not sure how I'd take that. I had to speak that piece while I got this information in front of me right here.
If Eggy dies, I'll dedicate the 18th Medea movie review to him at the very end for no reason.
Wow.
That'll be more touching than Hubie Halloween.
Can you like put Eggy's face, but with green paint also, since you're doing the video.
We might as well just film that while he's still alive, and then I can use it. Eggy gets to painting. Should we do that on Easter, like Easter egg painting, but we shave Eggy's head and do the painting on his head?
Oh.
That sounds like you didn't like that idea.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna assess it. We'll see when we get there.
It sounds like if you send him $70, he'll do anything on stream. So somebody just send him the message.
That's pretty true.
Before we start the next PCP poll, and I have not even thought about what movie to put on yet, do we have any final thoughts on Happy Gilmore, which I gave 3 out of 5 on Letterboxd? You know what?
Yeah,
it's very solid.
Same for me. I think this movie has a very sweet scene where they're ice skating, and he turns on that song, and he's like, "If you score this goal, I'll never talk to you again," or something. And she scores the goal, but then like they just start skating, and the camera kind of like fades out a little bit and like gets a little bit blurry, and then you see that the guy who like set it up for them,
like the
is,
janitor,
like, singing the song. And like kind of crying a little bit, and it's such a sweet little moment that like.
Oh, I thought it was meant to be funny.
This little, is it
like the janitor's singing along to their love song as they're on their date?
I thought it was nice. I thought it was really sweet. So
I kind of agree with Erich there, but it's funny because the janitor guy also sings the girl part. So
yeah.
Love, my love. It's just funny that he lip syncs with such emotion.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's me in my car driving every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I misread that scene, but I thought it was. Very nice.
You can think it's sweet and funny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Eggy? Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I think that for me, this is one of the great Adam Sandler films. And critically speaking, and it is simplistic, but you know what? Sometimes less is more. And I think we don't need all kinds of extra stuff. There's enough bits of humor that surround this main simplistic plot to bring entertainment and joy to your viewing. I think 3 is 5 is solid. I would probably say a 3.5 just because I think that it is enjoyable. It's a little slapstick, a little lowbrow, but that's my cup of tea. So for me, I'm gonna push that to a 3.5 out of 5, I think, for Happy Gilmore.
What's your rating, Weekend?
I would put it at a 4.
God.
It's just a fun movie for me. I will dock points because
fuck golf.
Yeah, exactly.
Something that
fuck
Happy
golf.
would agree with.
I was gonna say, like, it's a good lesson for like life also. Like you're not succeeding at your passion, you find something to translate it into something you're good at, and you make money out of it, and you care for your family and you provide for them, and you shit on people you don't like. It's a great message for people going forward.
I thought it was a moral quandary that I did not agree with towards the end of the film when the Shooter McGavin buys Grandma's house and he says, "Okay, Adam Sandler, I'll give it to you for free if you drop out of the tournament." But then the lady's like, no, don't do it. Wouldn't your grandma love to see you win a golf tournament? No, I think she would want her house that she's lived in for 80 years more than seeing him win a hobby he's had for 2 months. Like, what the fuck is this plot point?
And the grandma even says, "I just want you to be happy also." So.
Yeah, complete bullshit. You're being enslaved, Grandma. There's such higher stakes here that Adam Sandler doesn't even know about.
Yeah, so...
But, solid movie. I need to check out Billy Madison.
I think you'll like it. It's like the Billy Madison is the blueprint for these type of Adam Sandler films. You got the retard with the heart of gold that spazzes out. Like you see the evolution in Waterboy, he's just stupid there, but he has a mean streak when it's directed properly, as in football, and Little Nicky, where he is also a retard, a good-hearted retard who is also part evil, and that he has that Hulk. He maintains that Hulk out characterization, but I like it because him being angry all the time is like called out here even like he gets punished for it even a little bit. Like when he beats up or when Bob Barker beats him up, he gets a fine for it, and he's lucky his girlfriend is an ad person, so they just made Subway. So
Yeah.
you know.
And he like he's like, I got to do this golfing to make the money, and then like he realizes he can just do commercials, and he gets all the money
Yeah.
real quick. That's pretty good. You guys have movies you want to put on? The PC people.
Oh, I do have one. I recommend My Cousin Vinny.
Now, again, Weekend. It's not a recommendation segment. It's you put movies on a poll and people vote.
Yeah, no, I'm putting My Cousin Vinny there. So
Okay.
yeah,
I've not seen that one. What is that about?
it's about a guy who gets falsely accused of a crime, and his cousin Vinny, who is played by Danny DeVito, and
Oh my God.
He's a lawyer there, so that's fun. That's a fun movie.
Is he used better than in Beetlejuice?
I haven't seen Beetlejuice.
He shows up for 2 minutes to be killed.
Oh, so yeah, definitely better. Yeah.
Aggie has posted the Flintstones theme song. Is it the same that we heard on the voicemail, Aggie?
It is, and
Okay.
it just happened to come back into my recommendation since I had previously listened to it numerous times last night. I just wanted to clear the air that maybe it's the same melody or something as the.
I bet I Love Lucy ripped off the Flintstones, or maybe it's the same composer. I don't even know which one came first, to be honest. Are you putting a live-action Flintstones movie on the PCP poll, Aggie? Is that what you're trying to say?
It's funny that you read my mind. I don't know how you just did that. You just read my mind because of the fact that Homeboy viewer, for the latest fan mail, he sent in a shirt that when I put on my Elvis wig with it, I look like Fred Flintstone because it's an orange sleeveless shirt. And that hair looks like Fred Flintstone hair more than Elvis hair, probably. So I got so Flintstone spilled last night. I'm absolutely slam dunking the live action John Goodman, or what? That's his name, right?
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Live action Flintstones for my pick of the week.
Are you
Nice.
excited about that,
Sure.
E-Rich?
Yeah. I think even though I've never seen the movie all the way through, I think I have some fondness for it because I guess I watched it on cable or something. Right.
Oh man, I better think of a movie really fucking fast. My mind is blank. Oh my god.
All right. Well, you fucking flounder around. My fucking pick is Punch Drunk Love, the 2002
Oh,
Paul Thomas
hell
Anderson
yeah.
movie with Adam Sandler. That
Whoa!
shows that Adam Sandler is a great dramatic actor.
Based.
Even better than Uncut Gems.
Uncle Jams, yeah. Mhm.
It can't be better than that.
I don't think it's better than
Oh,
Uncle
okay.
Jams, but it is a good showcase that he's a good actor.
Like Adam Sandler just fucks with my head because he's such a. It's like he makes these shit movies that make a lot
He's
of
in
money.
Drek 9 out of 10
Yeah.
times, and then he delivers.
And he
like,
does
great
this shit. Yeah,
Howie
like he does
Ratner or
Uncut
one of
Gems,
his
Married
comedies is
Stories.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's hiding his power level almost. Like
Yeah.
I can actually. It feels
Well-
like that.
Back when he was in Uncut Gems, he was like, if I don't win an Oscar for this, I'm never making a good movie again. He was like, I'm just gonna make more vacation movies.
And then he didn't even get nominated, right?
He did not.
So he's
yeah.
punishing
but
us.
but he
Mhm.
but he still. I would like to watch that Spaceman movie just to prove my hypothesis that Adam Sandler is hiding his power level.
I don't think it's a great acting performance. He's just not being funny. He's just like, he's talking like a big monster or something. It didn't seem entertaining to me. I opened up my watch list on Letterboxd of movies I want to watch and have not seen to see what I should put on the poll. I'm going to read some of these. You guys tell me what you think. Weekend.
Alright.
Weekend. What about the Platform 2, since we did the Platform 1 for the PCP?
Oh, you know what?
The fuck
I don't
is the
know why-
platform?
Oh, it's a stupid movie that thinks it's saying something about society and really it's retarded. So
It's like it's an elevator platform full of food, and the people at the top get first dibs, and then when it gets to the bottom, it's only scraps and bones, and it's
Yeah.
about society
Oh, wow.
and how rich people get more.
it's like capital. It's exactly like capitalism.
Okay, what about the
Society.
Greg Sestero, Tommy Wiseau movie Best Friends? What about that?
There's two movies.
Yeah,
there.
there's a volume 2 to that. What about Goodbye Uncle Tom?
What is good?
It's like,
what's that?
What's that
I think
about?
it's from the 70s. It's a fake documentary about American slavery where it was very unethically produced, and like they just go over to some poor African country and film like black children in chains and stuff. Very tasteless
yeah.
film.
Nah.
I've never seen
sounds pretty
Armageddon
bad,
with
that
Bruce
one.
Willis. How about that?
Oh hell yeah, that's a great.
You don't like that one,
But you know
Rich?
what? I think Best Friends is more.
It's very
interesting.
dumb.
I'm cool with dumb.
Although the commentary track for that movie is legendary because Ben Affleck is on the commentary and he's like, yeah, so I said to Michael Bay, why would we bother to send drillers up into space when we should just like teach astronauts how to drill? And Michael Bay told me to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Was Michael
You're
Bay
not
on the
making
commentary
that
with
wish.
him?
No, I don't think so. I think it was just Ben Affleck.
What about Yojimbo?
Oh, that's a great film.
What about
but I don't know
Ikiru?
if- Ikiru.
Yeah.
That's also another Akira Kurosawa classic.
Okay, here's what I think I'm actually gonna do because I hear people
What?
talking about this a lot lately. Have you guys heard of Dinner in America?
No.
It's a 2020 film with what's it, Kyle Gallner, and I hear it's making the rounds on maybe TikTok or something. So maybe I'll do that one.
Yeah.
Dinner in America.
All right.
Oh yeah, go
Just
for
to remind me. So what were the 4 picks here?
it. Uh,
Flintstones
My Cousin
movie,
Vinny.
My Cousin
My
Vinny,
Cousin Vinny.
Flintstones.
Punch Drunk Love.
Okay. I have no clue what's gonna win from these.
This is a wild list of
Uh-huh.
movies, I have to say.
Maybe they'll keep the Adam
I
Sandler
don't know,
going.
because Punch Drunk Love continues the Adam Sandler. Weekends is like a beloved movie, but I don't know if your audience really gives a shit about.
yeah.
They've probably
My
never
Cousin
heard
Vinny?
of it.
Yeah,
Flintstones.
Flintstones movie might win because meme, I guess.
Yeah, recognizable name. Well,
The guy
I don't
from
think
the
I've ever seen
Vitamins.
it, so that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Eggy, do you have
What
any
do you
thoughts
think
on
people
this?
most?
I'll go ahead, Rich.
What do people most recognize the Flintstones from? Is it Vitamins or Fruity Pebbles or
Fruity Pebbles.
It can't be the cartoon.
I watched the
It's probably
cartoon as a
more-
kid on Boomerang, but I don't even
Yeah,
know if
I
that's
know, I
around
know.
anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And kids today certainly are not watching any cartoon from like before 2000.
That's the thing. If you have a choice, and it's not the only cartoon that's like on, you would not watch Flintstones.
Yeah, if I recall, they animated like cigarette commercials into the
Yeah.
show.
Hey, Bon, my lucky strike.
Tastes good like a cigarette should. That's right. I'm singing every day of my life. Baby. That's right. Actually, the Flintstones. I'm gonna stick. I don't know. I'm not trying to be Flintstones pilled here. Silly
That's
thing,
the
but-
next phase. He went from Elvis to Fred Flintstone.
Dang, I just want to say this here. The Flintstones holds up. I watched like 8 episodes of the Flintstones like 2 years ago, and it still holds up to me.
Isn't it 3 jokes, and one of the jokes is the best joke of all time, which is an animal. It's a living.
cartoon with a laugh track, folks. Okay. Why would this is insane? It was the number 1 sitcom in America for. It was a prime. They had it on prime time slot. It was The Simpsons before The Simpsons. In fact, and this was much better than The Simpsons probably because they ended it, at a decent time. It didn't go too long and wear out its welcome. And this is 60 years ago it came out. I think the Flintstones holds up, and
It's way better than the Jetsons for sure.
Mm-hmm. I think we can agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say out of like cartoons from the 60s, like Flintstones and Scooby-Doo might be the ones that hold up the best, right? I mean, is there anything else that is actually worth watching? I mean, I don't know. Fucking Gem and the Holograms? Like, what the fuck?
Jabberjaw.
Yeah, Wacky Racers? Like, I don't know if that stuff has anything worth looking back on, but Flintstones? Classic family
Robots.
sitcom? Anyway, that might be it for the
there's 3
PCP.
jokes. Bam Bam hits people. Their wives hate them or something because they lock them out at the end of the night, and then it's living.
And I think that's why it holds up is because it was made for the whole family, whereas maybe some of these other ones are more focused on young children. But like if you have animated cigarette commercials, like it's got to be for all ages, right?
Yeah. Does anybody here know Lunch Lady Land?
Lunch Lady Land. That's a TV show?
Eggy? No, it's a fucking Adam Sandler song.
Really?
It sounds like I've heard the title, but I couldn't tell you much about it though.
Hoagies and grinders, navy beans, navy beans, navy beans, navy beans. Nobody?
Is that your plug for the week?
Yeah.
You're gonna plug that great song?
Sandwich, sloppy Joe, a sloppy Joe, come on.
Okay, that makes up for you not doing the Kid Rock intro, so now I'm satisfied.
Good.
Weekend, what do you have going on? The Is It Kino podcast?
Yeah, just continue supporting Is It Kino.
The man who
We
disappears
should
from
all
Twitter and
plug Is It
Discord for 3 weeks. Okay, so don't even follow him on Twitter. He doesn't even log in for 3 weeks.
Yeah, no, because like IRL doctoring was really hard for the past few weeks.
And to be fair, I deleted Twitter off my phone 3 weeks ago, so I'm also like just not even on it either. And life has never been better.
As a Thai doctor that gets hit by tropical storms or hurricanes or something like that.
No.
Do you have to,
Typhoon. You did it was
Typhoon.
I was working through every single fucking name for violent storms. As a Thai doctor who gets hit by typhoons, do you ever have to like put down animals or put down people? Like, do you take a horse to the back of the shed? And
I thought he made a pledge to do no harm.
Yeah, but sometimes the best way to put them out of their misery is to just take them out to pasture.
Cook them up.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at the rabbits, George. Just look at the rabbits. Go to sleep, let it happen, all that shit. I have to do some,
Yeah, you've had to kill animals. Okay, well, that's good to know. Aggie, what do you have to plug?
Well, rumble.com/c/Eggy White. You might just see me saying I'm about to do a nice calm stream, like I said last night, until somebody drop a lot of money and say, better not sip that drink, boy, but actually please do sip that drink, boy. And then I leave you a voicemail at 1:30 in the morning saying, you might not see me later. I got something to do.
Yes.
And then I might call you on the phone at 3:07 a.m. if your name's David. Shout out to David for picking up the phone.
Oh, what'd you and David talk about?
He said, I just woke up when you called me. I'm laying in bed sleeping, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning. But
that's no good.
It's Friday night, but he picked up, though.
This is David Richter, also known as Reactor, I assume, is who you're talking about.
It's the guy who gifted me the Cobra Craft wand 3 years ago. So
that you now dunk into your drink to mix it before drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wait, did you put that thing through the dishwasher, or you just want like Cobra's essence to be in the drink?
Yeah.
I will say this wand touched King Cobra's bare hands, and I put it into my drinks that I consume it with my mouth without ever putting any kind of cleaner on it. So.
Bro,
You've never cleaned it?
No.
Well, now it's dunked in alcohol, so that means it gets sanitized.
Yeah, it got sanitized in your alcohol that you drank. That's pretty good.
Wipe it off so it doesn't leave residue on my desk, so there's that anyway, I guess. So probably it is clean.
Yeah, he puts it through like a glaze or something, right? It's not like just raw wood, I don't think.
I'm sure he glazes them.
Well, I think when I got it in the mail, I think it had like some hair on it or something. So I don't know.
God.
That's one of the only hairs he had left. You better ship it back.
You could clone a Buglum if you want.
Oh my god!
All I'm gonna say is King Cobra's DNA has been in my mouth. It is what it is.
That's pretty good. Aggie, on your Rumble channel, when can we expect to see some great Aggie cooking videos?
Well, the editing is just about complete.
You got the editor, the guy that emailed us to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
A 90% complete rough cut. I'm really enjoying it. I said, I want to do it like Alton Brown. So I gave him some good eats for references. So it's quirky. It's maybe a little, but it's how I want it to be. That's how I want my cooking videos to be. I want them to be a little quirky. So that's what we're going for. And I think it's going to be just right on.
Well, hell yeah. And one final plug, go check out Mumkey D. Jones for the One Piece Virgin Book Club. Me and Aggie reading through all of One Piece, 1 week, 1 volume at a time. That's it for the PCP, folks. Go vote in the poll if you're a member. Sign up today if you're not. Who wants the last word?
Word.
Shut up.
Come to the back of the boat.
That works too.
Golf clap for Happy Gilmore.